every week, movies release, with the only indicator of quality being a disembodied collection of critics. That all changes now. Welcome to Joe at the Movies.
I'm just going to go right out and say it. This will be the last episode of Joe at the Movies. And for that, I felt I should do something special. A few months ago, a petition came across my desk asking me to review a certain movie signed by every Joe at the Movies fan in the school. Well, to those 7 people, here you go. I'm reviewing 2003's The Cat in the Hat. The Cat in the Hat movie is known by the masses for being horrendous, and it's bad, but not that bad. The production design is amazing, and some of the humor actually worked, more than I personally expected. The movie goes for a kitchen sink approach in that department, so whoever you are, you'll probably laugh at least once, even if you'll never admit it. The problem is, a lot of the humor and the movie in general is unnecessarily cynical and crude. There's a place for that type of humor, but a Cat in the Hat movie is not the place. Also, Michael Myers' portrayal of the titular cat is passable at best and very off-putting at worst. But the biggest problem with the movie is that it drags. Despite it being only about 80 minutes, the movie constantly has a problem justifying its own existence. This leads to a lot of plot points, needlessly complicating the whole thing. The whole first act is just the movie going down a checklist of problems it has to set up just so it has something to do. At the end of the day, while there is some fun to be had, a Cat in the Hat feature-length movie just does not need to exist, especially not with Mike Myers in a fursuit. I give The Cat in the Hat a thumbs down. The Cat in the Hat is streaming now and is rated PG. As I mentioned before, this is the last episode of the show, so I would like to thank some of the people that help make Joe at the Movies possible every week. While I write and edit these videos, other people help out with things like the teleprompter and the camera, and without that, I wouldn't have anything to read. So thank you to Andre Aloya, Maria Klein, Ian Bellamy, and Taylor Kaufman for your help throughout these last 6 months. I would also like to thank my teacher, Mr. Zickler, for letting me do this show and allowing it on the air. And finally, thank you to everyone who watched and enjoyed the show. I know there's more than 7 of you out there, and I would just like to thank all of you for all the support. So, farewell from Joe at the Movies.